What is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike, his name is EP, and his name is Joe, and we're here to give you 3 more retro cards you should have in your PC. I'm going to kick it off this week. You know, Joe, last week you gave us the Stan Lee 1990 Marvel, and that got me to thinking of one of my favorite cards of all time that most people don't even know this card exists, but it is from the 1992 famous comic book creators set, and it is Todd McFarlane's rookie card, but not just any card. That card.
Wait, is that Jose Canseco?
That is Todd McFarlane with his shirt off doing the Jose Canseco pose. This is like one of the gems of my collection right here. Last time I looked, there's a Pop 2 on the Gem Mint 10s, and I was the one that graded both of them. I sold off one of them, but I definitely wanted to keep the other one for myself. And I don't know that he does it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, but wouldn't this card signed be fantastic?
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Yes.
Like, I love it because, first of all, Todd McFarlane, Spawn, the McFarlane figures, he is just an icon in the comic industry. Look, all that stuff Joe has up there.
Spawn.
He is like another generation's Stan Lee, pretty much. And, with the pose, doing the Canseco thing, it just kind of ties baseball. And he's a huge Phillies fan. He is a huge baseball fan. So, the card, like, I can only imagine how much fun he probably had posing to have that card. So that is my card. Check it out. Raw on eBay. You can get these for $5, maybe 10 at the most. So not an expensive card at all. It's 1992 famous comic book creators. It's a set of all comic book creators.
When you open this product up, send us a picture of that card. I almost veered off the road. It's one of the most ridiculous cards I've ever seen. I absolutely love it. And I bet you during a CGC signing, I don't know, maybe he would sign that card. But everyone jokes around like I have the unsigned variant because he signed so much that maybe you could get him to sign that card. But it's just such a ridiculous card. It's such a 90s ridiculous card.
I wonder if he came up with the idea to pose like that, or if it was like they had that originally when they came up with it. Like, I wonder that story behind that.
Yeah, I would love to know the story behind the card too. I feel like it was him, so that's what I'll go with that. All right, EP, what's your card this week?
All right, I did baseball week 1. I did basketball last week. I'm doing football this week, and I got a fan favorite rookie card, Deion Sanders, 1989 Pro Set. Obviously the score is the one that everybody wants, the mug shot, but this is, in my opinion, more of a football card. He's in a football uniform. It is a college uniform, but big difference between this one and the score is this is $5. You can get this one for $5. So
I think I sold those for $1 in my stack sale too.
Yeah, I mean, there are some of them for $1 for sure, but I mean, like with shipping and everything, like it's pretty much $4 or $5. You're gonna be able to get one no problem for $5. I mean, so yeah. It's
as we talked about last week, that card is really hot right now.
Yep.
It's just awesome that Deion is like in the forefront again. What a guy.
And he's like we talked about, he's probably gonna end up being a pro coach at some point too. Like, I mean, he's gonna parlay this into a pro gig, I think.
Though, as we're recording this, they did, even though the score does not reflect it, get their asses kicked by USC last night or yesterday. So
they're down like 41-7 at one point or something like that.
They were down 41-7, and then USC is like, we might as well put our backups in and see if Deion's kid can throw a couple of TDs. But still, it's a really awesome card. I love Pro Set from that year. It's just
that's an iconic set. Like at the time, the early 90s, we laughed at Pro Set, but now looking back,
we want them back. Design. We love them. Yeah,
I think probably if you want to get one graded, you probably should buy it graded because the paper's really thin and you don't know about you're gonna have to go through a lot of work to
those suckers move around in those slabs though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they're so thin they just shake right in those slabs.
All right, Joe, your card this week.
All right, my card this week. Everyone's a little nervous before we started recording. What is more 90s than CDs? What is more 90s than CD-ROMs? I mean, come on. We got to go 1999 Upper Deck, Power Deck. I'm going to say Joe Montana. That's a picture Mike's going to put up there. This isn't a specific card. it's more of a set, and then pick the card that you
Pick your
want. Either pick your player. You know, McNabb was in that set if you're an Eagles fan. Marino if you were a Dolphins fan. Joe Germain if you're a Rams fan. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But the first week we talked about this, I used the 6 players, the quarterback class from 1999 is kind of like a warning shot, like maybe you shouldn't be over leveraged in young quarterbacks. I'm using this one as a go back in time and remember those simpler days of the 90s where you got a CD. This was to describe this card to people who don't know, it's literally a CD-ROM that you would take out of a sleeve, put into a CD player, a CD-ROM player in your computer, and it would play like what, a 10-second clip, because that's all it could really fit on a CD back then. It would have stats of the player. It was, we talk about Pacific and how innovative they were. That was, those CDs from Upper Deck were innovative. It was crazy thinking of the technology that was being used for those. You guys are going to have to help me out on if they were their own individual set. I was looking and doing some research. There appears to be a Power Deck set, but then I thought I got them out of packs of 99 Upper Deck. I really don't remember. But
they were a set.
They were a set.
Yep.
So
they had regular cards, and then you got one CD-ROM.
One CD. Okay.
I just sold
need to find the regular cards.
Stack sale. Yeah.
I need to find some of my regular cards for that because I had a lot of CDs. I don't know where the regular cards ended up.
Yeah.
But you can get the Montana one. That's the only one I looked up, and I'm guessing you can get them for around the same price for all of them, but like $3 or $4. It's worth it, if nothing else, and to look at that CD and remember the 90s. Such a simpler time in life, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And if you follow me in my stack sales, you can get them for $1. I've sold tons of those for $1.
I think we all, I have as well. I think I've sold like a Donovan McNabb one for $1, or Sean King. I think I had. But yeah,
thankfully we have an older audience that understand what a CD-ROM is.
Right, we don't have to explain.
We had the younger people; they'd be like, "What is that?" I don't know.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But just something new, something innovative, something you've never seen before until that moment.
Like Upper Deck, as we'll talk about Pacific, and for sure Pacific led the way. But I mean, Upper Deck had the hologram on the back of the card. They're the first ones to do that, and then also they came out with like a set that was made out of CDs that made up the set. Looked pretty wild. Yeah, very cool.
Well, awesome choices again this week. I hope everybody liked them. Let us know in the comments. Do you like this stuff? I think they're pretty cool. So I'm waiting to get a comment from somebody saying that I'm collecting everything you're mentioning.
I thought that exact same thing. I thought we'll get him on as a guest after about like
you will be super fan number 1. All right, guys, that was fun. We'll see you next week. Take care.
See ya.